Hi class. With your first big assignment due on Friday, I just kind of wanted to touch base and go over a few things, make sure everybody was on the same page. Like I said, your first assignment is due Friday at 11:59 p.m., so make sure you don't wait until the last minute to start working on it. It's the resume, cover letter, and biography. I just wanted to give a few bits of advice. First off, make sure that you submit all of your work in this class via Word or as a PDF or something like that. Do not use Pages. I know a lot of Apple users like to use Pages, but on my end, I cannot see it the way you see it. So make sure you're using Word or a PDF, something like that. And my biggest piece of advice on all these writing assignments is honestly follow the directions. Read through the assignment sheet, read over the rubric, just kind of look over all of that as you're writing it and even after you finish. Because when I'm grading, that's essentially what I do. I go back and look at the assignment sheet. What did it say? What did the rubric say? And that's exactly how I grade you guys. So make sure you're following directions, and little things will get you. Font, word length, just be really cautious about that because you don't want to lose points over something as simple as that. And of course, this is a writing class, so grammar is obviously important, spelling's important. But above all, if you follow the directions, that's going to be the biggest thing. I go by lists, so I'm looking over my list here to make sure I don't forget to tell you guys anything. So on the resume, it needs to be one page. So that's both minimum and maximum. So try to fill one page with all of your stuff, but don't go over. We definitely don't need a 2-page resume. I don't think anybody really needs a 2-page resume. You should be able to get it on one page. Pick the top things you've done that are going to be most relevant to this job, and try to fill up one page. And I'll kind of give you tips on formatting when I grade it, but I won't count off for the way you have it designed. It just needs to answer all the questions and be relevant to the job you're applying for. On the cover letter, also one page, and this one formatting is really important. So it needs to be in block format. So that means left justified, single spaced. You need to have your contact, then the date, and then your employer's contact. There's an example on the online classroom, so be sure and look over that. That's a really big part of the cover letter. It has to be at least 3 paragraphs, and honestly, you may need more to fill up a page, single spaced. So make sure you're following the formatting because that's really big on the cover letter. And then your biography, one part it says less than 500 words, another part it says 4 to 6 sentences. I had someone email me about that. As long as you're less than 500 words, you're fine. This is just a short blurb about yourself. At the end of the assignment sheet, there's a list of everything you need to include, so I would just go down that list and answer all of those questions. That shouldn't be too difficult at all. Just tell me about yourself. And then make sure you don't forget to add the job advertisement. A lot of people just take a screenshot. That's perfectly fine. You can copy and paste if you want, but a screenshot of the job advertisement online, wherever you may have found it, that'll work. I just need to see the job to kind of see what you're applying for. That's really the gist of the assignment for this week. Next week, you have your first quiz due, and that's from the book. So if you go to quizzes on the online classroom, it'll have what chapters each quiz is over, so that'll kind of help you narrow down what you need to look over before you take the quiz. And then on Friday of next week, you have blog 1 due. So that's just a 500-word blog about an ag issue and include the link. There's all kinds of directions online. That shouldn't be too difficult. But I just wanted to remind you of what's coming up next week and kind of go over things for this week. Like I said, follow the directions, look over the rubric. I'll give you lots of feedback, both written and audio, hopefully, if that works out. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. A lot of you have already been doing that, so I appreciate that. But if there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. So thanks.